I've always been tough, and you have to be tough to be this age and still work in the clubs. I don't want to have to try to convince people to like me. I know who I am. There's a young generation that is not tough. I could take the whole generation out with a jar of peanuts. Hey. Well, thank you. It's nice to see people actually laughing now. It's a hard time in this country. People are always saying, like, why do you think comics are having such a hard time? And you want to know why I think we are? Too many generations are alive at the same time. That's why. I'm not supposed to have to entertain all of you. Right? I'm supposed to pick a demographic and stay in my lane. But you guys want to come. There's so many. You got the greatest generations alive, baby boomer generations alive, Gen X, that's me, Gen Y, Millennials, Zennial. Get the hell out of here. It's ridiculous. I'm not supposed to go do a show and you show up with your kids. Look around. Some of you are here with your children. I don't even know my mother's first name. It's not fair. And listen, my sweet young millennials, I know you're a little sensitive, and I don't want to pick on you. I'm not picking on you. You have something that our generation will never have again: hope. They told you you could be anything you wanted. That was completely different than our house. My brother told my father, I want to be an astronaut. He goes, you're too friggin' stupid. That's not mean, that's career advice, okay? And now stupid is a bad word. That's what my son's 11, he came home and he said, Mommy, the teacher told me stupid is a bad word. I said, tell your teacher Mommy's got to leave a lot of other words out. Stupid is staying in. Okay? Besides, I'd have nothing to call his father. That's my husband, I love him. You would love him too. I'll talk about him a little bit later. I married the hot kid from the slow class, all right? So, hey. I know who I am. I take care of me. I don't need him to do anything for me. Have sex with me and guard the perimeter. Know your role, all right? That's it. What do I need him for? Yeah, you want to talk about equal opportunity, that's when we talk about it. Now, I love the young generations. You do your marches, you do everything. You know, you go, oh, women, we support women. Of course I support women. How do you think that all these new young comics got here? All these broads that you've seen march out on stage, okay? That's how they got here. Just because I don't know how to knit a vagina hat doesn't mean I wasn't supporting women. Okay? Some of you say you support women and you're lying. You're lying. And you go, how do you know? Tammy, I'll tell you how, because I'm not just a comic, I'm a behavioral scientist. I watch people and then I talk about them at night. You lie and pretend you're supporting women, and I know you're lying because you'll take a little picture, even tonight, with your friends. Little selfies of yourselves, post it up on social media. And you only fix you. You leave your friend hanging. Oh my God, you look great. Did Shrek enjoy the comedy show? People can't handle it when you tell them the truth. I feel like Jack Nicholson half the time. You can't handle the truth. That's a problem. The problem nowadays is that life is tough. Stuff happens. My generation is getting old. I now go to the bathroom at the time I used to go out to nightclubs. Okay? I can't find the piece of paper I wrote all my passwords down. But I did write them in cursive, so there's that. There's that. You might want to be nice to an old person if you want to read the Declaration of Independence. Figure out what you're outraged about. You think I care? I know who I am. That's it. You have to know who you are. You understand? I know because in my house, I grew up, I'm 100% Sicilian. They didn't let you pretend. Thank you, the 4 of you that I'm probably related to. And I love my people, but Italian people are the worst because there's always one old Italian lady who is miserable. You could tell her, I solved cancer, I cured cancer. Meh. That was my grandma. My grandfather, now he was my best friend. The day before I got married, my grandfather showed up. I opened up the door, he goes, hey, Tam, today is the best day of your life. I said, but Pop, I get married tomorrow. He goes, I know, today is the best day. Listen, for me, it worked out. My cousin, not so much. She's living with me, right? Because her husband was taking pictures of his penis and sending them to random broads. Not random broads. I mean, they were specific. That'd be funny if he was just like airdropping them. See, there's the difference in generations. When I say airdrop, the young people, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The old people are picturing 8x10 glossies of a penis with a little parachute tied on it, being tossed out of a World War II bomber like sexual propaganda or something. That's everybody sexualized now. Don't worry about those penis pictures. I'm sure there's an Amish dude right now tracing it on a piece of parchment somewhere. He's got the candle behind him to get the proper glow. He's got his quill dipping it in the inkwell. Then he's got to roll it up like a scroll and trot it to his girl's house. He knocks on the door. Hearest thou goeth, Rebecca? Rebecca unrolls it, and she can't churn butter correctly for a week. Don't worry, they're not here, and they're not going to be watching either, so get over it. Get over it. I'm tired. Just tired all the time. That's why the one thing, the youth, you have energy to have sex and all your fun little things you do, like your threesomes, whatever. I'm not judging you. I'm just telling you, if there was another woman in bed with my husband and I'd be like, you got this covered? Because I got stuff to do. All right? I'm busy. Make me a sandwich before you leave, too. All right? Because I am not gluten-free. I don't know when all that stuff happened. Gluten, peanut allergies. And stop yourself. I know peanut allergies are real. I know it's a real thing. My brother had a peanut allergy in the 80s. Okay? Back in the 80s, you know what my parents did? Nothing. Not a damn thing. They're like, you want that Snickers or not? So what if you swell? You don't go to school till Monday. You think they would have spent $800 on an EpiPen when it only cost $400 to have a new baby at the hospital? Do the math. The old math, not this new stupid math that they try to tell you. I can't take it anymore, and I'm telling you, like, sometimes I feel sorry for my husband because I'm always on edge, but the fact of the matter is we don't argue over much anymore, okay? Want to know what we argue about? A lot of people have talked about this. We argue over the GPS. He will listen to that GPS as if it was Moses coming down off the mountain. If it said turn left into the ocean, he would turn left into the ocean. Hey, maybe it's a shortcut. We're submerged right now. He's like, you're just jealous. You're jealous that I listen to her. I am jealous. I'm jealous she's somewhere else and I'm in the fucking car with him. That's what I am jealous of. That's what I'm jealous of. I want that broad's life. I'll tell you, here's the other thing we argue about. He snores and he doesn't believe me. If somebody who shares a pillow with you tells you that you snore, believe them. Why would I make that up? Now it's a game. Now I gotta prove to him. Now I'm a documentarian. I gotta film him, right? Like I'm looking for a Yeti in the Andes. This is ridiculous. Why would I make that up? I'm in the business of words. I'd make up something way more fantastical. Be like, you know what you do while you sleep? It's the weirdest thing. You juggle. Yeah, I know. I know. I heard this noise. Boom, boom, boom. I opened my eyes. Pillows hitting the ceiling. In a rhythmic formation. It's ridiculous. Listen, I love him. I'm not going anywhere. And that fact was tested a couple years ago. He got sick. Really sick. He's okay now. But at the time when he got sick, we Googled it on WebMD and we thought for sure he was dying. Right? And he said to me, he goes, if something happens to me, I want you to know you can get married again. I was like, oh my. I didn't even want to get married this time. What are the odds I get knocked up at this age? So I said, what do you mean? Like, he's testing me. You realize that, right? When he tells me I can get married again, he's testing me to see if I'm loyal. Of course I'm loyal. I'm a 3 a.m. friend. I will show up at 3 o'clock in the morning with a shovel and bail money, no questions asked, okay? That's who I am. But he's testing, well, I get so mad he's testing me, because what am I supposed to say to you can get married again? Huh? Oh, can I have Frank's number in case you're in a coma? So I gave him the answer that I knew he needed, all right? Because that's who I am. I love this man. This is the light of my life. I told him, I said, listen, no matter what happens to you, as long as I walk this earth, there will never be another man who gets to call me his wife. And you could tell he was relieved. I said, but I will bang a lot of people. I'm Tammy Pescatelli. Good night. God bless. Thank you so much. Good night.
In the 80s,